Welcome back, YouTube. My name is MrSchroeter, and today we are here to bring you guys yet again another video talking about, guess what, Navy Federal Credit Union and some alternatives now that Navy Federal is cracking down and closing accounts out for those who have shared their access code, as well as for those who have obtained their accounts fraudulently. So today we want to get right into it and give you guys some other alternatives and some other banks that you can go to and that you can use. Some of these banks are going to be for military personnel only, and the majority of these banks are going to have another way that you can get in. Well, should I say financial institutions? Because I'm going to give you guys some credit unions as well as some banks. So let's begin. The first bank on the list, the first institution on the list is USAA. So USAA is a military bank for military members and family members, but it is limited to spouses and children of military, active duty, retired, or reserves members, and their direct children and spouses. So with USAA, it's a little bit different from Navy Federal. It's a little bit more of a tight-knit community, and it's harder to get in with a fraudulent account if you're worried about things like this going along in the future, and you want a bank that's going to be more secure and less people, and you're a military veteran or active duty reserves. However, with USAA, you can actually open up your account with them online or over the phone. You give them the information in the documents that they want. They'll review them, and then they'll open an account for you. Like I said, it's a lot harder for scammers, anything, to get in, because they would have to be showing documentation that they were either married to a member of the military or had or they would have to be the child of an active or retired member or someone who has a USAA account, which makes it a lot harder to get in. You actually can't even give USAA to your parents or siblings as you could with Navy Federal. So it's a lot harder to get in and a lot harder for you to have issues in the future. If you're someone who's just watching this video and you have a Navy Federal account, but you're looking at other alternatives and you don't want a bank that can get so oversaturated as quickly. The next thing, of course, the next financial institution that we're going to be talking about is Security Service Federal Credit Union. Security Service Federal Credit Union is open to applications from people who currently live, worship, or conduct business in the states of Texas, Utah, or Colorado, as well as military, veterans, reserve, and active duty. However, in order for you to get a membership with them, you can get a membership off of being a family member or household member, but you would have to be a family member or household member of someone who already has an account open with them. So that person is going to have to sponsor you, but you have to be a direct, family member, spouse, child of that person, or you have to live in that household. And it does say for that household that would mean that you would have to share one financial common goal in the household. So they're really going to be looking a little bit more in depth to see that you're actually household members and living together. The next one, and this is where we start the more open options to people who couldn't get into Navy Federal legitimately, is going to be the Service Credit Union. It's also kind of angled and geared towards military families. However, they do have an option where you can open an account with the ACC, which you can do for free. And you put down a membership deposit, and you can open an account with Service Credit Union. So once again, another alternative to Navy Federal that you could get if you could not legitimately get into Navy Federal. And the last on my list of credit unions before we go into some other banks that have military options but also non-military options is going to be PenFed. PenFed actually changed their process for you to open an account with them. So now they have completely open membership. So that would be PenFed, Pentagon Federal Credit Union. PenFed is giving out really good options right now as far as refinancing cars, as far as personal loans, lines of credit, credit cards, loans. They've been giving out high limits as well. So they're another good option to look at if you can't get into Navy Federal, but you want those high limits and those same types of benefits. Check out PenFed. And now, last but not least, we're going to get into 3 banks that have military options, but also are open to the public. And so they're a little bit more widely available, and you can get access to them. So that would be Chase Bank, currently has a military option. They have where you, if you're a military veteran or active duty reserve, you're able to actually open an account with them. And you won't have to, all your monthly fees will be waived, and that would be Chase Bank. They also have some really good credit cards, and they're really good to work with, and they're available in many different countries. The next bank on the list would be U.S. Bank. Once again, no monthly fees for military members, as well as they have some really good credit cards out there. The Altitude card. They're just overall a really good bank to check out, whether you're military or not. And last but not least on the list is PNC Bank. Once again, they have a all monthly fees waived account with PNC, as well as they're more nationally available. As well as PNC does have some pretty good credit card options out there available to members. And you don't have to be a military member to get into any of those last 3 banks that I just stated: Chase, U.S. Bank, or PNC. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being a part of the family. I'm going to keep bringing you guys more videos to hopefully help you along your credit journey. As always, thank you guys, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, share these videos out with anybody else who you may feel could benefit from them, or even share them out with people who you don't think would want to hear the information, because they may need to hear the information. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.